shadow over land. You know, we also have a shot, and we'd like to pull that up now, a shot of the coast and the fact that it's already going on over. And you know what's really cool about all of this is we do have eyes all over this thing because we are collecting so much data.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we have the stuff here. We also have rockets on the other side of the country being launched. So again, study that. Oh, look at that. That's the diamond ring.
That's right. We're not there, but I feel the energy just watching it.
Yeah, so this is because of the craters and the peaks and valleys of the moon, we're seeing the last bits that are just getting through, and now we're getting to totality. This is great. So you're starting to see those pink fingers out there kind of sticking out.
Wow. So again, totality here in Mazatlan, Mexico, the first community in North America to experience the moon completely eclipsing the sun. And if you are in Mazatlan right now, it is now safe to remove your eclipse glasses for the next 4 minutes. And you mentioned some of those pink filaments that we're seeing, right? Can you talk us a little bit through that, Kelly?
Yeah, so those pink filaments, because they're helium-rich, that's why they're appearing pink and they're hanging out there. Those could be the start of space weather. So there are lots of tons of material, billions of tons of material that could possibly be one of those explosions for space weather, the reasons why we really study the sun and try to understand how to live with the sun.
Well, can you explain why space weather is important to us here on Earth?
Definitely. So it's not just satellites that are interested in space weather. It's also our power grids because of those energetic particles coming from those big explosions that can happen in the sun. That could damage our power grids. It could also do things like interfere with GPS signals. And I know we all use our phones to navigate everywhere. So if we didn't have that, that would be a big problem. So we're looking to understand it better so we can all mitigate all those things.
Some of the movement we're seeing here is just our telescope operator adjusting because, again, they needed to make some changes for before totality. Now they're viewing it a different way, and then after totality, we might see some shakes there as well. But I really just cannot believe how crisp it is. As we said, it's not a marble, but I mean, just the view of it is so crisp with these little, again, those filaments are just amazing that we can see that to such accuracy, you know?
Right, definitely. And also the white fuzz. I mean, you're seeing something that's 1,000,000 degrees just hanging out all around the sun. And, 3 billion Earths can fit inside of there. So there's a lot of atmosphere there, all around there, just hanging out, being very warm. And so, one of our mysteries is, and one of the B-57s are addressing.
There you go, WB-57, our pilot.
Yeah.
He's flying. So basically, Kelly, he is going to fly and try to chase down the shadow for as long as possible. Keep up with it as long as possible.
Exactly. The shadow is much faster than the plane. However, they can chase it for a while and get an extra 2 minutes. So on the ground, we can only get 4.5 minutes, and they're going to get 6.5 for that plane.
I love that they're waving to us. Oh, there you go. And now we're flipped. Now we're seeing the front. So again, they are in night. I mean, it looks very dark with only some light in the horizon. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and that's what we'll expect. Wherever we see totality is the night sky is very dark. You might even see some planets or stars, and then you'll see like twilight all around 360 degrees.
What an amazing vantage point as well. My gosh. I'm very jealous. Kelly, are you jealous? I kind of feel like you're jealous.
I'm kind of a little jealous. Yeah, I kind of want to, see if I can make a faster plane so we can, follow it the whole way.
Plus, they're up above the clouds, so they don't have to worry
about the clouds. Exactly.
Well, I do want to say a big thank you to the WB-57 pilots and the whole team supporting them for that great view. That was awesome. Kelly, you have a wealth of knowledge when it comes to the sun. And for those watching, if you're interested in learning more with her, check out her and other experts featured in the Sun series of NASA's Curious Universe podcast. And that QR code will pop up on the screen, and that'll take you straight to the episodes. Again, look at that double box we got there. We're showing you amazing views during this broadcast. A big thank you, actually, to the Solar System Exploration Research Virtual Institute, or SERVI, for providing the telescope views from Mazatlan.
Yeah, the SERVI team down there, the SERVI team is based out of Ames, but it is a collection of teams across the country and across the world that are sort of studying the intersection of science and exploration, helping us get ready for our next trip with humans to the moon.
Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, totality is actually about to end in Mazatlan. Let's keep watching our screen right now for, again, what are we watching for, Kelly?
We're watching for the diamond ring effect. So that's when the first bright light, we're starting to see it on the side there. So you're going to put your glasses on right now to protect those beautiful eyes because now we're going back to the partial phase.
Whoa, that's amazing.
Wow. Yep.
Kelly, that's a filter, by the way, everyone. That's why we're seeing that. But when you said put on your glasses, I'm so trained now to do it that I almost did it here in Cleveland. No, we're fine in Cleveland. We're still in Mazatlan. Again, what we're seeing is because we needed to adjust the filter. Now that, again, it's basically like putting on our glasses. The way that you said people on the ground need to put on our glasses, our telescope operators need to protect their own eyes as well as their equipment.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much, Kelly. I really appreciate your time here with us. It was so fun to learn about the science and actually see the first eclipse come for North America here. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, as you can see, there's a lot to learn about our sun and eclipses. So to explain it all in a really fun way for kids, NASA developed a clever game called Snap It. We have another QR code coming on your screen right now. Just scan that code, or if you're watching us on your phone, all you have to do is screen grab it, press on it later, and you can check out that game. Also the website, if that's easier for you, go.nasa.gov/snapit. Okay, so NASA can predict the total solar eclipse's path to a high degree of accuracy because of a spacecraft that launched nearly 15 years ago. This same spacecraft is now helping our Artemis II astronauts who'll be orbiting the moon next year. NASA's next step in establishing a long-term presence on the moon is sending 4 astronauts to fly around it with the Artemis II mission. Part of the crew's training has been to study images from NASA's Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter, or LRO. The spacecraft launched in 2009 and continues to use 7 instruments, including a high-resolution camera, to help us learn more about the moon's surface. Because of LRO, we now know more about the moon's topography than any other planetary body in the solar system, including Earth. The Artemis II crew used LRO data and photographs to learn how to identify lunar landmarks they'll see from orbit and to seek out sites of scientific interest, like possible landing spots for future explorers. While helpful for planning Artemis missions, people back here on Earth also use LRO to predict the shape of the moon's shadow, or umbra, during total solar eclipses. The moon's shadow will change throughout the eclipse, depending on the lunar terrain and the elevations of observers on Earth. People may even see what looks like an arc of solar diamonds around the moon as sunlight peeks through lunar features like craters. That's a look at your Artemis Moon Minute. All right, joining us on the host desk now is a familiar face here. Oh, actually, sorry, Snoopy. Oh, I just revealed that it's Snoopy. Well, I just want to wave real quick to the crowd here at the Great Lakes Science Center, just outside of our host desk, waving at us, waving at the camera. I'm waving back at them like they can see me. But I did just spoil the surprise. We do have Snoopy here, our Chief Safety Officer here at NASA, and he's here to tell us how to safely watch the eclipse. So, Snoopy, if we were to watch the eclipse today before totality, what should we do? That's right. You should have your glasses on. That's right.
Well, and what about during totality, Snoopy? Can we take them off then? Yeah, let me help you out here.
Oh, Snoopy, there I can see your shining bright eyes. I love Snoopy. He's so funny. Now, Snoopy, I have to ask you a question, okay? So today we've been polling everybody, asking for the total solar eclipse today, who is the big star of the show, right? Is it the Earth? Is it the Earth? Is it the moon? Is it the sun? Okay, but you have to pick one.
You have to pick one.
You have to pick one. You don't want to pick one?
All of them.
All of them are great? That's right. Snoopy, thank you so much. I know you're super excited to see the total solar eclipse today. We're glad to have you here. Bye. All right, now let's head back over to Tahira in Kerrville, Texas.
All right, thanks, Megan. I mean, what an incredible view from Mazatlan, Mexico.
That was amazing.
And folks, as you can see on
So
your screen right
while
now,
we're playing
we
with
are less
Snoopy,
than
I want to
1
thank
minute
everyone
away from the
who's here for the
crossing
educators in
over to
VR.
Mexico.
Solar
How fast is this
Eclipse
moon
Watch
shadow
today.
moving right now? I mean,
As a
it's
reminder,
flying. It's
we're
going
going to be
about
seeing at the
1,900 miles per
totalitary. That was the
hour
first
after
one that we
chasing
saw
it
was
across the
when it
US.
hit
That is
in
incredible.
Mazatlan
And so, you know,
in Mexico.
we were able to
But we're going to be
see
seeing
the
this
diamond ring
repeated
effect,
because it's going to
right?
progress
Really
as
cool. So
the
hopefully we'll be
moon's
able to see
shadow
that in
moves
Torreon
across
right now.
the
Yeah, we're
planet.
watching that live feed.
And so we'll be
Yes.
seeing this
So
again
see
and
this
again
with
as
this
it gets
slither
closer and closer
crossing over the
across
moon?
North
That's
America.
right. We're getting
And
so
I'm
close there.
so
We're
glad
getting
you all are
so
here.
close. Wow.
And enjoy.
Look at this.
If you have
And
any
so we're about
questions,
10 seconds.
you can
All
check
right.
in. You are
Here we
allowed
go.
to talk
Take
to
it
each
in.
other. We have allow everybody to have a
Wow.
nice conversation,
What is spectacular?
audio and stuff. But
Into
if you have any problems or
totality.
you have any questions, come
Wow.
see myself.
There you
I'm
have it.
Laurel. I'm the Director of
We are
Educators in
in
VR.
that Jasmine
We
Green
have
came through,
Stands
and
with
we see a
Trees
little bit
here,
of those Bailey
and
beads,
also
too, as we're looking
we
at
have
those kind of the light
Lance, who's
trickling
in the
through
Educators in
around the
VR
surface
account.
of the
Thanks,
moon,
everybody. Here we
coming
go.
through the peaks and valleys. So what are we viewing on the left-hand side? This almost pink color effect.
Right, and so as we just heard from the last totality, you know, these pink fingers are
Wow.
popping out a little bit, and those are those solar prominences. They're appearing pink because of the helium rich, but we can see it. Let's focus on the corona here, that glow that we're getting, and we can see basically these streams that are coming out, a lot of that energy and brightness that we do not have the ability to see on a day-to-day basis. So with this total eclipse, we're able to see that corona nice and bright coming through in Torion.
That is just a magical view. Oh my goodness,
It
Gina.
is.
Gina, okay, and so we've got so many questions coming in online right now from viewers watching this. Our first one is going to be from Justin, who wants to know, right now we are seeing a pretty clear and spectacular view of